People think moving abroad is about cheaper food and pretty beaches, but that's not what hit me at first, all right? So what's up, guys? I'm Mommy, and together we are Mommy and We Travel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the 10 things that felt different immediately after arriving here in Vietnam. And I got my notes here, so let's just talk about it. All right, so the very first thing that I noticed was the nice people. The people not only just here in Vietnam, but in Asia in general. They are so nice. They are so nice. They are very, very sweet. Do you think the people here are nice? Or the people in Asia are just nice in general? I think they're a lot nicer than, you know, I think they're a lot nicer than what my normal is. All right, and so that's number one. That's the first thing that I felt immediately as soon as I hit Asia in general, that everybody's just so nice. All right, and so number two, I felt safe, you guys. I felt safe. I don't have to look over my shoulders. I have less anxiety when it comes to just walking around trying to get things done. I can definitely say that I feel that. So that is number two, the first thing that I noticed immediately after getting to Asia. All right. Number three, there are healthier, more healthier and affordable food options that are available here while in Asia, or specifically here in Da Nang, Vietnam. Do you think that there's a lot of healthier food options here? All right, yeah, I think that there are. So you don't have to necessarily eat, you know, bad food and of course pay a high price for it. There's affordable foods that you can get here for, you know, a decent price. All right, so that is number four. That's number three. Number four, one thing I noticed about Asia, I wouldn't even say Vietnam in specific or Da Nang in specific. I would say Asia. In Asia, one thing I noticed immediately after getting here, I remember going to Bangkok. Bangkok's over in, it's in Asia as well. It's like an hour and 15-minute plane ride. The ease of healthcare, you guys. I scheduled a health checkup, and when it got a full health checkup, it was very inexpensive when compared to what we'll be paying in the States. I got so many things done, and that's another video. But the ease of healthcare. Even Isabella, I took Isabella to the pediatrician. She got her shot. She got a shot that's appropriate for her age, and you know, we just found out like so many different things that her doctor didn't even really address while we're there in the States. So that is number four, ease of healthcare. And y'all, I didn't have to make like an appointment and have to wait days and days and days. I literally woke up while we're in Bangkok and said, I want to go get the health checkup that everybody talks about. And I called and they said, yeah, come right on in. We have an open schedule until 2 o'clock. And so I went in for mine and I went in for Isabella. So that is number four of the things that I noticed immediately after landing here in Vietnam and Asia in general. All right, so that's number four. Number five. Where's number five? I think I know what number five is. I'm missing number five of my list, but I believe I know what number five is. So the number five that I noticed, like literally within landing, I would say less than 24 hours, is that if you're not in one of the touristy areas, some of the locals, they may stare. They may not be used to seeing us, but they will stare. That's one thing. Did you notice stares? You notice a lot of stares? Oh, I noticed a lot of stares, but you know, and I guess it's, you know, I guess it's normal because they're not used to seeing us, you know, people that look like us, especially if we're in a non-touristy area. Now the touristy area, listen, people don't pay us no mind, but if you go to one of the super local spots, then yeah, they gonna look, they're gonna be looking and seeing exactly who you are, what you're doing, and you know, but they're still nice. They're still nice. So that is number five. All right, so number six, the feeling of peace, you guys. You know, I know it probably ties into something else that I said, but there's so much peace that comes with, you know, being over here in Asia. I remember telling somebody over the phone that I looked down at my watch, my fitness watch, and my heart rate was in the 60s. And I immediately jumped to Google to see what was wrong, if anything was wrong with me. You guys, having a heart rate in the 60s is normal. So my heart rate clearly has never been, you know, normal, which is not good. But now my heart rate is always in the 60s and, you know, the low 70s. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. And that feels really, really good to know that everything in my body is actually stabilizing. All right. So that's number six. Number seven, Is that the people are smaller here in Asia, you guys. I don't know if you guys know, but the people are actually smaller here in Asia. Not just here in Vietnam, but just in Asia in general. Like when we go to Japan and all of the other countries, as an American, you know, I mean, I'm a bigger American, so I definitely feel it. But the people are, you know, they're a lot smaller here. And let's say, like, even for Isabella's the average size 11-year-old. But you know, even for Isabella, you know, her height, her weight, that's like an average size adult in Vietnam. What? But it is, they're smaller. They're just smaller. They're smaller. But Isabella is an average size American child. But you know, their standards are just way different here. That's one thing that I noticed. So if you're trying to come to Asia, Vietnam, whichever one, Vietnam's the name, just remember, you know, if you're heavier set, you might not be able to find no clothes. So you got Shein, you know, bring your clothes, bring anything that you really, really like. Bring all of your essentials, okay? So don't be like everybody else. They be like, oh, I just packed 5 bottoms and 5 tops. No, don't do that. If you are heavier set, or you know, you got a heavier build, listen, you better bring them clothes, because listen, you're gonna have to fly to Bangkok. If you're living here in Vietnam, you're gonna have to fly to Bangkok to find some clothes, okay? So that is number 7. Number 8, that I noticed, the 8th thing that I noticed immediately after landing is that most of the traffic consists of motorbikes, you guys. There's so many motorbikes. Isabella had a chance to get on a motorbike. Did you enjoy that motorbike? Yeah, she enjoyed it. She asked, could we get a motorbike? No, I would rather catch a Grab. Why you want to get a motorbike? Huh? It's fun. Isabella says it's fun. I think it's fun, but I think it's dangerous. So I will not be getting a so what? I just don't like them. I don't like motorcycles, you guys. So you guys gonna learn that about me. I'm not gonna get on no motorbike unless it's like an emergency or something like that. So that is number 8, is that most of the traffic consists of lots and lots and lots of motorbikes, and motorbikes are inexpensive here. I think somebody told me they're like $300 to $400 or something like that. So, you know, instead of taking Grabs and always paying, hey, you can, you know, jump in, you know, go get you a motorbike and buy you a motorbike, all right? Make sure you got your license, though. International driver's license. That's another video, all right? So that was number 8. Number 9 is that we can get almost anywhere here in Da Nang, Vietnam. It's like literally less than 30 minutes away. Everything is under 30 minutes. And that is so cool that we can get from literally one side of the lane to the other in under 30 minutes. So everything is very, very close. So that is the 9th thing that I noticed about being here in Vietnam. So number 10, of the things that we noticed as soon as we got here in Da Nang, Vietnam, is that they have a coffee culture, okay? They know how to chill. They know how to chill really, really hard. Listen, you'll go outside and you'll see people chilling and drinking coffee. And, you know, as Americans, we move so fast. We do things so fast. Listen, here in Da Nang, listen, and I would say Da Nang, and I've seen it in other parts of Asia as well, but they be chilling so hard, like so hard, and they take coffee culture seriously. Like, you know, people, friends, family just gathering together and just, you know, having fun together. Even for New Year's, you know, we were invited to a Lunar New Year event, and it was just like family together. They pulled chairs and stuff together and just sharing food and stuff like that. Yeah, neighbors. They have a really big culture, like a family culture here, and I really, really love that about being here in Da Nang, Vietnam. So those were our 10 things that we felt immediately after landing here in Da Nang, Vietnam. We really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon. Bye.